What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on a particular video that I seen on TikTok. And it's, it's the reason why I'm doing this episode. Is music, can music be considered boring? Because, so overall, I was on TikTok. And there's this song that Lil Uzi Vert just did with this. I think he's he's a music producer, because I think Uzi was the only one rapping on that song. So I think the guy just produced the beat. But you know how in this day and age where producers are they have themselves included. So it'll be this person featuring Lil Uzi Vert. So that's what this guy did. But it's like a drill beat. It's kind of like how Pop Smoke, and then kind of like how UK drill and that. And I'm like, fam, the song goes hard. I've had that song. I heard the song actually a while ago on TikTok. And since then, I've had the song on repeat. I have not really been listening to a whole lot of other Uzi songs besides that one. There actually, no, I take that back. There is one other song I am listening to from Uzi. And it's a song that was featured on the Space Jam, the LeBron James Space Jam soundtrack. But yeah, I was all like, nah, that song, this song that he just recently came out with, this called Heavy. And bro, this song is freaking dope. I was all like, man, I didn't even know Uzi can rap on a drill beat, but I was like, nah, he killed it. That was a good song. That was definitely a good song. Is it one of the best drill songs I've ever heard? Possibly, maybe, but is that song boring? And so that's why overall I wanted to talk on, so I'm giving y'all a 2-for-1 special. But so on TikTok, if you guys know how TikTok works, so you click on an audio and then you see a list of videos that was made along with that audio. So what trips me out is that you'll see everybody else, just doing all just different types of random videos where it's people showing off something that they're doing, dancing, whatever. There was this one video, and this was the first time I ever seen this on TikTok, but there is this one video that I seen underneath the audio of that song, and I'm going to roast this guy because I'm like, nah, bro, you just silly minded. But anyways, so there was a video of this guy, and I guess he's some music reviewer or whatever, but he's reviewing this song that Uzi did, and he called it boring. And he was overall just downplaying the whole song. And a lot of people in the comment sections were saying that they liked the song. They think the song was good. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, if you're a Uzi fan, that's one of the things that I don't do. I feel like as a content creator and somebody that does a lot of different forms of reviewing videos, I'm going to review stuff that I like. If I went out of my way to buy something, for an example, let's say if I went out to go buy me a protein shake, right? If I buy that protein shake and I don't like it, I will say in the video, hey, this isn't my type of protein shake, but I'm not going to say some stuff that don't even make no sense. Oh, this protein shake is uninhabitable. What does that even mean, bro? That's what I'm picking up from that guy talking about Uzi's new song is boring. My thing is this, at the end of the day, people, especially with a song where you can very well go on to YouTube and listen to this crap for free and stuff. I just feel like he's doing that because he probably got some hate towards Uzi or something, and he just don't like Uzi's music. And that's the thing where it's I'm not a big Lil Uzi Vert fan. I am a fan of his music. Don't get me wrong. I am a fan of his music. But I'm not going to all of his shows. I'm not buying his merch. I'm not, going above and beyond how some of his fans do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not going to hear a song that Uzi did, and anybody and everybody can listen to that song for free and like the song for themselves. And there's nothing wrong with the song talking about it's boring. Bro, that video that I watched of his talking about that Uzi song was boring, that video was boring. The fact that he had to use Uzi, he knew he wasn't gonna get any likes if he had just had his own audio over this his video and stuff. So he had to use Uzi's song to get him some views, to get something generating with that video, because ain't nobody gonna just go out and search for some video like that. I wasn't even trying to search for that video when I clicked on the audio. I seen it and was just like, oh, what's this about? And then clicked on it and was all like, why did he make this video? What was the reason? Like, why would you sit down? You take the time. You could have made any video on TikTok. I'm saying TikTok, to me, it seems like it's a place where you're going to either find comedy or people dancing, but there's nothing like that people are going to be looking for on TikTok. I'm saying, bro, like, it's stuff like that where it's like, bro, don't make that the last time you ever do a video. Just not even on Uzi, but just on, like, just all stuff related to, oh, let me review some music and call it boring. I'm like, nah, bro, your videos are boring. Ain't nobody on TikTok for that reason. So I'm like, nah, bro, that's stupid. But anyway, people ain't even looking for that stuff on YouTube. So that's why I'm like, bro, I don't know where that video came from. I don't know why it was like, a video that needed to be uploaded. But that was something I'm like in that guy's mind. It's like, bruh, you got to think of some other things to do because that ain't working for you. So, but anyways, no, that's why overall I wanted to talk on, can music be considered boring? Because I feel like I've been listening to music my whole life. Like ever since I was born, like you are always hearing some form of music, whether it's scary music, whether it's comedy music, rap, rock, country, EDM. Like there's so many different genres out there, and I feel like if you are into a certain genre, then it will be impossible to find music boring. Like that's why I'm like, I just don't get like how a song can be boring. Like, cause my thing is like, you have a choice at the end of the day whether you want to listen to this music. It's not like how back in the day, I feel like when you had to buy the album. I feel like maybe at one point in time, music probably was boring. Because there's probably artists out there putting out songs and they was just like, oh, I can just put out whatever and the song ain't gonna be all that good quality. But it's there. They probably didn't think like along the lines like, oh, music is gonna be a lot easier to listen to in the future where you got iPods and iPhones and all this other crap. So maybe back a while ago, music probably was boring at some point in time, but I feel like now, how can music be boring? I feel like music has probably reached its peak of like art. So I'm confused by that logic that music can be boring, but I'm like, I don't think there has ever been a time where I did listen to a song and I found it boring. I'm saying like maybe an album, but maybe that album might have like a few good songs, but I'm not going to sit down and listen to the whole album. But I feel like at some point in time, I might be like, hey, you know what? Let me listen to this album and see what it's all about and stuff. But I'm like, I know there's been times where I've just like, I haven't liked the song, and I'm like, I would rather say that than to say some dumb stuff that, oh, that this album was boring. That doesn't even make any sense. You either like the album or you don't. But I feel like it's like you're trying to say like, oh, it could have been good, but it wasn't good. But it could, like, you're like trying to like have like some backhanded comment on an album or on a song. And it's like, bro, just say you like it or don't like it. But ain't nobody sitting there trying to hear no 2-minute long video about how you found one singular song boring. It is literally an artist and a producer meeting up just like how... So at the end of the day, based off of his logic, anybody can find any song in this world boring. Because I feel like if it was left up to him, whether this song was to be, public or to just be deleted from all existence, everybody would... like all music would be deleted out of our existence. There would be no music to even listen to. Because there's probably my favorite song in the world. Somebody finds that song boring, right? Based off of his logic, there's a person in this world. Let's say there is some person that's named Bernard, that he lives in freaking let's think of where Bernard lives. He lives in New York, and I listen to I'm here, Washington State. I listen to EDM. He probably has heard EDM, and he's like, you know what? I find all of EDM music boring. So now all of EDM music all gone. Okay? Now let's say Bernard in New York, he listens to country music. And I say, hey, country music is boring. All of country music is gone. And then there's somebody, in the Midwest and things named freaking Patricia. I always give out some like guy name, but I'm like, nah, this time I'm changing it up. There's some girl in the Midwest named Patricia, and she finds rock music boring. And then somewhere down south, you got a dude named Daquan. But I don't know. I can't. And he works at freaking. Let me think of a place where he works at. He works at Best Buy somewhere, at some place down south. There's a Best Buy, and he works there, and he finds alternative music boring. I'm saying, like, hear how dumb that sounds? Because I'm like, bro, there's no such thing as boring music. I've never heard of that. In the 25 years of existence, I've never heard music. I've never listened to music be boring. I have not heard one song and I'm all like, man, this song is so boring. I'm like, I've never heard that. I either will say I don't like it or I like it. But there ain't no in between. I'm like, I don't even get a comment like that. That's why I was like, I was so confused by it, because I'm like, maybe if it was like a furthermore explanation on why this song was boring, then okay, maybe. But it was just, that video was just so pointless in watching. I was like, I wish I could get my, how long was that video? I think it was a minute long, however long it was. I wish I could get that time back. I wish I could get that time back where I didn't hear that, because I'm like, bro, you open up TikTok. Okay, let's just sit down and, plan out this guy's day. He woke up, right? He had breakfast, he sat down wherever he needed to sit down at, and he opened up TikTok. He heard Uzi's new song. He listened to it, and in his mind, he thought that song is boring. But anyways, so he decided, let me go get his audio, put this video together on some editing software, go and publish the video, write out tags, description, all that stuff, and then publish this video to the world and telling people, hey, you know what? This song, it's boring. I don't like it. That's stupid. Like, no, that is legitimate stupid, like, just stupidness. That's the word I was trying to think of. All right, stupidness. But no, like, jokes aside though, like, it's stuff like that where, like, if you don't like a particular artist, say that. If you don't like their music videos, say that. If you don't like their albums, say that. If you don't like anything that artist represents, say it. But don't say things like, I find this artist quite boring. I find this, like, you're trying to sound smart, but at the same time, you just don't. Like, it's stuff like that where it's like, bruh, who sat you down and told you that music can be boring? Because I'm like, either somebody had told him that, and he's just been carrying it along for like generations now, or he developed this on his own. He was sitting down thinking to himself, what can I say different that's going to, like, raise some suspicion, that's going to raise some questions, it's going to get people, talking and stuff. And I'm like, that's how you do that. Go and consider a song that ain't got nothing to do with you on top of that, but consider that song boring. I'm like, man, it's stuff like that where, like, if I was a rapper and people were, saying that my music is boring, or if it was like one song that came like, all my other songs good, but then this random song, it's boring. I'm like, no, bruh. No. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that at all. And I probably would have me being petty, I probably would have made like a whole, like, saga, a whole thing of just that from that artist, and then just like heavy 1, heavy 2, heavy 3, heavy 4, and I just kept going on and on and on until my career ended. But I'm like, no, if I'm gonna live this life, I'm gonna live this life how I want to live it, and I'm going to be petty, all right? But nah, man, I just thought that was dumb. I was like, bro, there's just so many ways you can, like, discuss a song or talk about a song or whatever. You could say you either like it or don't like it, but I feel like considering the song boring, I've never heard of a song be considered boring. I've never even heard of an artist or anything else. Like, I just feel like that music itself, like, cannot be boring because of just how overall fast it is. Like, we're sitting down listening to music, especially in this day and age, we're listening to like 2 to 4 minute songs. Like, songs that's not that long, bro. You could cook ramen noodles in that amount of time, right? Like, maybe a little bit longer and stuff. But anyways, like, I just feel like that music is like such a fast art that, you have to, like, listen to it a few times and stuff. And I'm like, I understand if you got bored of listening to the same stuff over and over again, then that would make sense. But at the end of the day, like, to consider, this is the first time I think Uzi has ever done like a drill beat song. I'm saying, how can that be boring? Something that's brand spanking new, how can it already be boring? It's stuff like that. It's like, bro, sit, please. People, if you're going to say things like that to that level of just dumbness, please, please, please sit down and take the time to think about what you're going to say before you say it, because you're going to say things like that and it's going to get people like me to talk about it. So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe. Viewing this on podcast streaming service, make sure you follow, subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And also make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. And if you're purchasing any tickets from GEEK, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And then that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.